sheet for national. If you have this, I don't know, Melissa, if you can pull it up real quick. We'll talk about this real quick moving forward so everybody knows what I'm talking about when I'm referring to this. When she gets it pulled up, there are 10 principles and elements of design that we look for as evaluators when we're evaluating an arrangement. And let me say this in the beginning. We used to use the word judge and judging. We try to use the word evaluating because what we're doing is evaluating a design, and we're not evaluating a design against another design in that same competition. It's not like livestock judging, like when you line up a group of hogs and you place them 1, 2, 3, 4 from best to worst. We're evaluating that design based on the merits of the principles and elements of design. So when we're looking at an arrangement, we're not looking at it and saying, okay, here's 3 arrangements, which one's the best? Let's place this first, second, third. We're not doing that. We're basing the merits of that arrangement solely on its own properties and design techniques that are used. And so you can see in each one of those categories, say, for example, category interpretation, there's 3 brackets. The first one on this one is 4 to 5. Then I think it was 2 to 3 and 0 to 1. And the way I'm going to refer to it today, as far as these are concerned, this would be, the middle would be average. The first one would be above average, excellent. And this one would be below average to poor, if that makes sense to everybody. So when we're talking about designs today, if I refer to that, I would give it above average score, and this category would probably be a 4. If I say it is excellent, then that means I would probably give it a 5, okay? And then the middle would be your average range. And then the 1 would be poor, below average, and the 0 would be poor. In our industry, we strive really hard to be constructive with our evaluation. We're not here to tear anyone down or discourage them. I don't know that I have ever in my lifetime given a 0 unless there was no design created at all. If they didn't present anything whatsoever, then that was an automatic 0, of course. Or if for some reason they had to drop out of the competition midstream and didn't finish, then that area got a 0. But as far as looking at a design, I would never give a 0. That's just very harsh, and we're not here to do that. So we're not going to go in order as they are listed on here. We're going to kind of bounce around. Some of them are going to spend a little more time on than others. But what our goal today is to help you better understand each one of these principles and understand what we're looking for as an advisor. And I will tell you this, I've been designing for almost 18 years now, and I will never say that I know everything, and I will never say that my opinion is the gospel. Not at all. And unfortunately, when you're an evaluator and you have your students' work being evaluated by multiple people, sometimes people interject their personal feelings. And we try very hard as an industry not to put our personal feelings into it. It's not about what we like and what we dislike. It's about how things stack up against these principles, okay? So many times you may see an arrangement that you really like, and you're like, oh, that's the one. But when you get up close and examine it against these principles, it may fall short against something that may be, roundy-moundy or more traditional. So it's not all about our preferences, it's how it stacks up.